I don't know who you are, but you're not Robert Redford. God, my hair's thin at the crown. My armpits are going grey. I'm shabby. I'm moth-eaten. My teeth are down to single figures. And on top of that, I talk to myself.
Does the prospect of aging worry you at all?
Well, I'm not actually relishing being a bald, toothless incontinent with senile dementia, but I probably managed to postpone thinking about it as well as the next man.
And death?
Pardon?
Frightened of it?
Terrified.
Good.
What?
Well, it's a normal, healthy reaction. Now, this fear, is it of death itself, non-existence, burning in hell, rotting in the ground, burrowing worms, and so on? Or is it the manner of death, lingering pain, discomfort?
What, you specialise in cheering people up, do you?
I'm not here to give you false hopes.
Well, why not? That's what I want. For God's sake, I don't want to face up to things. I want hopes. And if false ones are all you've got, they'll do fine, thanks very much. Bloody hell, I don't need telling that by and large things are a bit ropey. Come on, jolly me along. Things aren't as black as they seem, silver linings and so on. That's your department.
Well, what do you think happens then?
When?
After death.
Look, do you think we could get on to thinning hair and sexual inadequacy kind of thing? All this death palaver puts the wind up me.
Is sex a problem then?
It's absolutely no problem at all.
Good.
I just don't have any. Oh, it's not that bad. It just seems that way sometimes. I'm not even sure I like it that much. All that grunting about in strange beds. Always terrified it might lead somewhere.
Can you remember how you first learned about it?
From a book.
A book?
Yes. It was called What Every Bridegroom Ought to Know by a doctor, price 3 and 6. I got it from Trevor Collins. He swapped it for my Nazi helmet and 5 wild woodbines.
Seems a lot.
Trevor did well in life.
Was the book helpful?
It was full of curious outline drawings of what I took to be barrage balloons. One group of these balloons was labelled the male organs. As it didn't, I mean, even distantly, resemble anything in my possession, I resigned myself quite happily to a life of celibacy.
Now, what can you tell me about your marriage?
It was rather like a weather forecast. Short, unreliable, and slightly depressing.
Your wife left you?
That's right, she left me for an older man.
An older man?
Yes, he was older, balder, uglier, thicker, and poorer than I am. What do you make of that? She met him on a budget breakaway in Torremolinos. He was an artist.
And, she stayed with this Spaniard?
No, he's not a Spaniard. He comes from Deptford. Drives an electric blue Ford Capri with a vinyl roof.
What is the significance of that?
Well, I just felt you ought to know I was cuckolded by somebody who drives a Ford Capri. Seems to me an exquisite humiliation.
Now, I want you to relax, clear your mind, and give me 2 groups of things. Firstly, what is it in life that causes you anxiety? And B, what is it you want out of life? Okay? Anxieties first.
Okay. We're not getting any younger, and the hair falling out, and unidentified cosmic fears, and the enormity of human suffering, the threat of war, starving in the third world, and industrial deadlock, and you know, decline of teeth, bad breath, sweaty feet, that kind of thing.
And what is it you want?
Rather more hair at the crown. More money. You see, I don't don't know what I want. I mean, purpose, that's what I want. I mean, I do feel that a lifetime of assessing claims for woodworm damage has brought me very little closer to the central enigmas of our universe.
And these are things that you want to know about, huh?
Sure. I mean, I've had a quick shufty at the human condition, and frankly, I'm not encouraged. I mean, obviously, you turn to the cosmic.
Have your cosmic researches led you anywhere?
Oh, yes.
Would you like to tell me about it?
Well, to be perfectly brutally frank, I don't think you're here at all.
What?
I mean, I've got nothing to go on, have I? I mean, only my raw consciousness. I mean, it seems silly for all the things in the universe to actually be there when I can quite easily imagine them. See, I reckon there's just me, terrified at the prospect of my unique existence. So I make all this bananas up to take my mind off it. I am, therefore I think.
Don't you think this is a somewhat eccentric stance to take?
Well, it's plain bloody insanity. That's why I'm seeing an analyst. Oh, come on, come on. I've been on this bloody phone since VE Day. God almighty, who's running the post office these days? Basil Fawlty?
Where have you been all morning?
Dentist, I told you.
Dr. Collins.
Yes.
Why you can't just tell the old man you're seeing a shrink, I don't know.
Well, oh, hello. Nail varnish dried out now, has it? Jolly good. I'm so sorry to trouble you. I wondered if you'd try a teeny-weeny little number for me. What? What sort of staff problems? Post office workers cannot go slow, madam. No one would notice the difference. 2468007. I have had a little difficulty, yes. 4 wrong numbers, 2 doses of number unobtainable, and a weather forecast for Dorking. If you've got the time, I should pop down there if I were you. It's going to be a scorcher, apparently. Thank you.
The old man's coming to see you today.
Terrific. That'll be the sack. I had hoped to keep this job long enough to buy a toupee.
Well, if you do a little work occasionally... Toupee?
Yes.
But you've got plenty of hair.
Rubbish. More hair on your chest than there is on my head. What? Oh, God, it's a bloody recording. Why can't people be there?
It is lunchtime.
Beep! This is Philip Rowe speaking from Armour Life. We need a secretary. If you could send someone along, preferably without a predilection for lime and magenta hair, and sweatshirts bearing obscene messages, I'd be obliged. Thank you. Have a nice day.
You did hardly any work at all yesterday. This can't go on.
I'm practicing for the microchip.
You used to work hard.
Ah, I used to. Look at all the stamps on this envelope. Where's it come from? Jupiter? I don't know why we don't just sellotape pound notes on these days and have done.
Why have you got a bottle of whiskey in your drawer? I've never seen you give anyone a drink. How long have you had it?
Well...
It's marked 39 and 11.
I bought it to celebrate escaping the open plan. There's not too much scope for unbridled bacchanals in an insurance office, I've found.
They sending someone?
Suppose so.
Why did you get rid of Lucy?
Oh, she wasn't remotely suitable.
Yeah, but was that just her appearance? I mean, you shouldn't sack someone just because they've got spiky hair and bright clothes.
Look, I like punks. Lucy was a lovely girl. But she developed a form of expression exclusively composed of obscenities. But every single word she uttered was endowed with 3 or 4 sexual or lavatorial adjectives. One of my clients is a bishop. One of my clients was a bishop. Don't give me a hard time about liberal attitudes. Thanks to Lucy Sedgwick, All Saints Tiverton Square is now with Guardian Royal Exchange. Mind you, insuring churches at all always seems to me to betray a distinctly unprofessional lack of faith. Did you ever meet her boyfriend, Arthur?
Well, I saw him the day they arrested him. Why?
I just liked him a lot. I mean, he's got everything I haven't. Nerve, guts, originality, and he asserts himself. Hello, Ralphie. Getting at you, are they? Eh? You have a go, John. Give them some of that. I think Arthur is my hero.
Yes, well, I've only just got over Cliff Richard's rebelliousness, thank you very much.
Morning, Napley. My word, you've got a suntan. Where have you been? Dorking?
Afternoon, Ruth. That balloon company you paid £2,000 to in error.
Oh, yes.
They've gone bust.
Oh, dear. Ruined by inflation, were they?
I'm glad you find it funny. Thanks to you, the company's down 2,000.
Well, we all make mistakes. I mean, taking the long view...
Taking the long view, what we seem to have in this office is an ongoing cock-up situation.
Oh, a chance to escape the open plan gleaming in our eyes, is it? Seeing our name in car park yellow, are we?
I actually came in to collect your morning's work. It seems even less in evidence than usual.
I wasn't in this morning. I was at the dentist's.
Again? You must have more teeth than a barracuda.
Now, do you know how the door works, or would you like some help?
Unfortunately, I'll see you later.
See you at lunch.
This is Philip Roth coming to you live. Oh, yes, I did. Well, we would like... What? Hello? Oh, look, I'm afraid you've got a crossed line. A crossed line? I was already talking to someone and you cut in. Well, I know you didn't cut in. It was the equipment, but... Could you please put your phone down, madam? I want to make a call. I'm terribly sorry. Of course it's not your fault. I do apologize. I'm very bad-tempered these days. Ever since my wife left me and I gave up smoking. Oh, well, that's... well, it was about a year ago, as a matter of fact. That's no problem. I mean, I can cook for myself. There's a laundrette quite near. I mean, not that I ever thought that sort of thing was exclusively Ellen's... Well, since you ask, I took it quite badly, yes. No, children. Look, it's very good of you to take this interest. Oh, I see. Oh, how dreadful for you. Had you been married long? Oh, Lord. What, and this happened nearly every night? What, wait, the judge said that? Yeah. Oh, I see. Oh, you do visit him? Yeah? Oh, well, no, not conjugally. Well, I mean, one wouldn't expect, right? Look, what's your... Now, my name's Philip Roth, R-O-A-T-H. Hello, Lillian. Hello, Lillian. Oh, that's a lovely name. Look, whereabouts do you live, Lillian? Maybe we could... Hello? Hello, Lillian? Oh, no! Hello! Always works in films. Hello, operator, look, don't go away. Can you trace that call, please? I do not see too many spy films. I don't know the facts and fallacies about call tracing. I just wondered if the GPO might, for once, break the habit of a lifetime and try and be helpful. What? Yes. Yes, that was me. Dorking and the nail varnish, yes. Well, I'm very, very sorry. I am sorry. I'm very, very bad-tempered these days, ever since I gave up my wife. And... Look, with crossed lines, is it a rule that they're always local or something? Anywhere in the STD system? Oh, worldwide? Oh, great. So what, at least I can rule out Zambo Anger and Tristan da Cunha, then, eh? Thank you very much. If they spent a bit less on that bloody canary...
What was all that about?
I'm not entirely sure.
You coming to Halligan's for lunch?
Yes.
Should we go in your car or mine?
Oh, let's go in yours. I hate driving. Oh, my God.
What's the matter?
I just remembered something.
What?
Dr. Collins drives a Ford Capri.
Sit down, Ruth.
Yes.
How are the teeth?
An endangered species, sir. Fast becoming extinct. Makes you ask that?
You had a dental appointment this morning.
Yes, I did.
The 11th this year. What are they doing in your mouth? Making netsuke carvings? Any problems?
Problems?
Girl in trouble, mother dying, delinquent son, gambling, drugs.
No.
Pity.
What?
Well, how am I to account for it?
Drink, sir?
Drink. How long has it been going on?
Would you like a drink?
Right. I'll get it. Dreadful little office you've got. Can't you do something? Pot plant, nude calendar, wife's photo. Should take an interest, you know. You're going thin on top.
Oh, really? No, well, it's nice of you to mention it.
Well, now, Ruth, something we don't seem to have made clear.
Yes?
Contract with regard to your employment with us. Let me put our side where we see it, okay?
Fine.
Liability in consideration. We saw our responsibility as being discharged by giving you adequate remuneration and by managing without your services for 3 weeks in every year, also on certain days set aside for the celebration of the life of our Lord and the closure of our banks. Are you with me so far?
Oh, entirely, yeah.
Excellent, excellent. In return, we felt we had the right to expect you to lessen the weight of our workload by reasonably diligent application at your tasks. Sound fair?
It's perfectly.
First class. In short, you work, we pay. An arrangement that has been tried and tested throughout the tapestry of human history and generally found acceptable, I believe. Except in your case. It seems you take a very different view of the arrangement. Viz, we work, you loll about on your bum all day doing sweet fun. And it's this little misunderstanding I've come to clear up.
Now,
Something seems to have gone awry, doesn't it, Ruth, over the years? Where's the ambitious, hopeful young man of 1962, eh? Oh, I remember him well. Brill-creamed hair, pimples freshly polished. The world of insurance trembled at your approach. But now... Do you remember when you first came to us, Ruth, at the very beginning, how I said to you that we'd do all we could to help you? Anything you wanted, anything you needed, you only had to come to us, and the company would help you out. You remember that?
oh, it's vividly.
Yes. Well, that just shows what a load of old cobblers we used to talk in those days. This company couldn't give a gnat's fart about your miserable little words. I treat myself to a rude word every day, and that was it. We all have problems, you know.
I do know.
I mean, my youngest daughter is having a love child by some shaven-headed savage who's safety pinned himself together. My cholesterol level just overtook the inflation rate, and I get electric shocks off the bedroom shag pile.
Dear me.
But so what? This is not a safe world. This is not a just world. Our comfort and safety were gained by strong men who faced the uncertainties of the world and got on with it, not by milk-fed sponges of the welfare state. Do you want a scotch?
Oh, no, thank you. No.
Do you know what's wrong with this country, Ruth?
Yes?
Well, I'll tell you. When I was at school, you opened your Phillips Atlas and there spread right across the world was a blaze of pink. The British Empire. Now, how do you think we got an empire?
Well, I've always imagined we stole it.
Exactly, exactly. Worldwide plundering on a scale that makes the mafia look like the Milky Bar Kid. Perpetrated by keen-eyed, strong men bursting with immoral fibre. Where are they now? I mean, in my time, I've seen people fight for this country. Fight. Bullets, guns, bombs, hand to hand. What have you ever fought for, eh? Real ale and wholemeal bread? Nobody does anything these days. Ye gods, the very government stands for non-intervention. Non-intervention. Did non-intervention get Alexander an empire, or put men on the moon, or get us All Saints Tiverton Square, including act of God?
Now, I'm very glad you've mentioned All Saints.
Yes, I know, Ruth, one of your great successes, so it was, but that's the past. We have to move on, old chap. You see, we can't sack you, industrial tribunal and all that, but you could be moved sideways and downwards. The open plan lies in constant wait. We have a branch in Milton Keynes, you know. Our very own Botany Bay. So what do you say?
I suppose I must gird up my loins and get down to it, sir.
Yes, well, your loins, Roth, are entirely your own affair. Getting down to it certainly seems a good idea. Well, there we are then. Socks up, nose to grindstone, past forgotten. One more thing.
Yes?
Get a recent bottle of scotch, will you?
What happened? You get sacked.
No. I think if I just work harder, keep my nose clean, and personally reclaim the British Empire, everything should be just fine and good.
Good. Well, are you about to start now?
No, I'll start tomorrow. By the way, how come he doesn't know we've lost All Saints?
I'm surprised he ever knew we had it.
Now, you see, I've often suspected that.
Oh, yes. The only man in the building doing even less work than you. Look, shall we just do a teeny bit today? I'll get my notes.
If he does less than me, how dare he? Oh, what's the point? I must stop talking to myself. Your trouble, Ralphie boy, is you don't assert yourself. Give 'em some of that, John. If they give you bother, kick the buggers. Right in the barrels, balloon. Hello. It's called senile dementia. I just have it a little earlier than most.
Napoli tells me All Saints has left us.
Oh, Napoli told you that. Oh, how good of him.
Well, where's it gone?
I seem to have lost it, sir. Like my wife, my teeth, and the British Empire.
Are you all right, Roth?
Well,
Barrage balloons? You'd best pull yourself together, my friend.
where did you get that tan, Napoli?
Torremolinos, actually.
I might have known. I'm home! Well, you never know your luck. Jane Fonda might have moved in. Good God above, I thought the bell had rusted up. I'm afraid you got the wrong number. Lillian! Hello! How wonderful to hear from you. How are you? Hey, how'd you get my number? The phone book? Oh, listen, that's brilliant. Yeah, well, I suppose it's not that clever, but... Oh, yes, it would be wonderful to meet. No, really, an adventure, yes. Yes, I know it. Tomorrow at 7 would be fine, yes. Well, I look a bit like Robert Redford, actually. Insofar as we both have 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. No, looks aren't everything. I couldn't agree with you more. Actually, I couldn't agree with you less, but I'm working on it. Well, look, I'll see you tomorrow then. Oh, you'll be outside. Oh, yes, in your... Oh, yes, I like those. It's what colour? Electric blue. Does it have a vinyl roof?